at some point we're going to have to, crank up the intensity level because it's been hot the last 2 days of school. At BG, it's hot in there, 85 degrees. So yesterday they were a little bit drained at practice. We practice at 5 at night. So today we're going to really we're going to scrimmage, we're going to get up and down, install some of the new things that we've put in. This is the first time in my 11 years that we've had over a week to prepare for your first playoff game. Usually Memorial Day comes, you're usually off Memorial Day, you practice Tuesday, you practice Wednesday, and you get ready for your quarterfinal game. This year we've had an extra week on top of that. So we haven't had this many practices without a competition. Even the first week of the season, we had 5 practices and a game, and we, for the most part, we were playing every other day or every. They've had the same amount of time to prepare. Jeff Smith, their coach, this is the second year in a row he's got them in the playoffs. They drew us last year as well. So it's one of those games where we come out, we don't want them to believe that they can play with us, because if they start getting confidence, anything can happen. So we want to have a strong first quarter and just kind of, try to play everybody, try to get to a running clock. That'll be our game plan. But they are an improved team, as you said. I think they've won 3 of their last 4 to get that last playoff spot.
And you go through those days, practicing for most of them against your own team. You kind of get ready to play an opponent. You get sick of beating up your own teammates, shooting on your own goalie, all that kind of stuff. You're just ready to go out and play. So I think there was a lot of cooped up energy, and probably even some emotions ready to be unleashed on whoever we were playing, in this case Concord.
We felt good. I think we felt relaxed. The break was definitely good for us. I know Coach had us in some high-intensity scrimmages and some game situation scenarios this past break. So I think that was good for us, but it was definitely good to relax and kind of unwind for a little bit and get geared up for the playoffs.
Go, Todd!
That's huge. Anytime you can get a goal off the first face-off or even off the first possession is a big momentum swing, especially early on, and that was definitely good for us, considering we've had tendencies of starting off slow. So that was a big one.
Jeff Reed's retiring, and he's a great coach, and the kids love him up there. So we knew that that they were going to play hard for him today. And if we let them hang around, give them any bit of confidence, we knew that they were going to start to believe in, and they did a little bit. And we didn't play up at Hanover last week. We played very well, and their goalie is very good, but he didn't play well. So today.
Playoffs, yeah, they're ultimately for the championship, but you can't look at it as if it's anything other than what it is, and it's just a game. It's just another game. Because if you go out there and you believe, the hype, and you get in there, and the stage, the lights, the fans, everyone kind of being there, it can kind of throw off your game. And I think we had some people who weren't quite ready for that. I think we came out a little bit jittery, not nervous, but just we had some jitters, and it kind of caused us to be thrown off our own game a little bit. But once we kind of settled down and recouped, I think we pulled it together pretty well.
For illegal procedure. In the lane, backside. Here we go. Oh, that's what we want. Run. Go. Recover. All you. Who's coming? Go! Recover!
That was key, because usually it was weird. We won the faceoffs, we still didn't have possession because we came down, and guys that don't make turnover, we turned the ball over 3 times, like uncharacteristically, which just killed us. And that's why we had to play so much defense. So that was important that we played good D, because we could have put ourselves in a hole a little bit based on how we played for the first 8 minutes.
There were times during that game too with penalties, and they kind of tried to slow the ball and kill the ball a lot and take long, deliberate possessions. And as an attackman, it's tough to kind of watch that. But we trust our defense, and our defense made a lot of big stands. So sometimes, when we do get the ball, I was telling the other attackmen, to just be patient and not force things, because we haven't had the ball for a while, and just settle down and run our offense, and we'll get the looks we want.
think that they can play with us. And I go, you have a 3-goal lead right now. Up in Hanover was 11-1. You know, so they had I don't want to say that gave them a little bit of momentum, but we answered with 2 quick ones to go up 7-3. And if they would have made that game 5-4, you know, who knows? Our guys could have played a little tight, but you know, when we scored, you know, 2 more, we were able to play loose. But that was very big because, you know, 5-3, you know, you're still in a game, but then we put that little run on them right there, and that had a lot to do with the face-off. So.
It definitely feels great again. I mean, there's nothing better than playing in a state title game. Coach has talked about this one all year. Pinkerton, we've played them before. It's a game, a lot of the guys, we all know all the players on their team. They know everyone on our team, and it's definitely going to be a fun game.
Good. I mean, a 4th state championship would be pretty cool to have. There's a couple of us that would be, I think, like 2nd or 3rd or 4th all time, depending on whoever gets their medals first. It really doesn't matter, but all time in BG's history to get that. I mean, obviously, your overall goal at the beginning of the season is to win the state championship. You know, some people look at personal stats, the All-American stuff, the Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, that kind of stuff, and they really care about that. But not to say that it's not important, because, you know, it means something if you get that. But ultimately, you want to win, and that's what we all come out here to do. We all buy into our role on the team, and we do that role. And when we do that, and we do it well, and we play as a team, you know, we have a good opportunity to win the championship. I mean, we put ourselves in a position to get here, so now all we got to do is come out relaxed and just execute. And that's really going to be the biggest difference is who shows up relaxed and executes and doesn't make those big stage mistakes, you know, letting everything get to them.